Welcome, it's your friendly neighborhood badger here, and alas, I'm sitting in my chair again. I know the last couple of videos I've been standing up a little bit more lively, but today we've just got a quick update video for you all because some new news has come out about Ultimatum League and whether it's going to be going core or not. Now, the TLDR right here is no, it's not going core in the next 3.15 expansion. Now, what that basically means is, unlike what we had Ritual happen, where it went straight core and we got some Watchstone modifiers and everything like that, Ultimatum is getting kind of put on the back burner just to see if they can improve it for future leagues. Now, they do say that it's probably coming back later. It's not gone forever, like my favorite league, Synthesis, but it will be coming back. Now, I just thought we'd do a little bit of a talk on this. Right before I just jump into it, though, if you do enjoy this kind of content, please hit the sub button down below. It really does mean the world to me, but that's all I'm really going to say on the matter. So they do say the short answer is that they won't be making Ultimatum a core mechanic as a part of the upcoming 3.15 expansion. However, they do like the content and may bring it back at a later date. So it's not guaranteed, but they may bring it back. They're saying there needs to be quite a few improvements for this to happen. Now, some of the big things that Path of Exile says, or GGG says, is they want the experience to be less overwhelming with monsters and more tactical. What we're really experiencing right now is jumping into an ultimatum, getting swarmed by monsters, and just always clicking on the same modifiers because they are the easiest modifiers. Say, for example, clicking on, like the, what do you call it? Like the Chaos Cloud? I couldn't even think of any modifiers there. The Chaos Cloud, because like you can just outrun it. Or clicking on, and anything else that's just like super easy. My brain is not working right now with Ultimate, but you know what I'm saying, right? We're always, and you've experienced it as well if you've played Ultimatum League, you're always clicking on the same modifiers unless you're chasing a challenge or something like that, because you know it's the easiest, you know that you have the highest chance to survive with so many monsters going on. That's one thing they want to change. They do want it to be challenging, but the challenging part of it doesn't come from the modifiers itself right now. It comes from the amount of monsters swarming you. Too many monsters in too tight of a space of a circle. They also they want to rebalance the rewards, because right now, yeah, there are some pretty good rewards you get from the Trial Master rewards themselves, the ones in the windows, but a lot of the rewards, like many other leagues before it, just come from the loot circle drop afterwards. You know, like the big circle thing, like you get an incursion when you finish an incursion, or a blight or something like that. Just the big sheer amount of map drops that drop from the monsters you've killed during the league mechanic. For Ultimatum to return, they want to shift the balance back so that the Trial Master's offers are the main reward for doing the encounter, while also compensating for the item fountain being turned off. So they're saying they want to actually turn off that item fountain. That's what they refer to as, you know, the heaps of items dropping at the end of the Ultimatum reward or the incursion reward or something like that. They want to basically turn that off in Ultimatum, which, you know, I think is a pretty good idea. Now it comes to the part of the video where I talk about my response to this, what I think about this. And, you know, it's really interesting to dive into this, knowing that now it's not going to go core. Before this information, I don't think I'd really thought about it too much, whether I wanted it to go core or not. But let's talk about the pros first. The pros of this not going core, the first big one, as we all know, is that right now there are so many mechanics in Path of Exile, and just lumping another one in without really thinking about how it's going to affect the core game is just adding to the bloat. And that's, you know, that's just a really shallow, it's good that we're not getting enough, we're not getting as much bloat. They're kind of thinking about this one and maybe bringing it back later or something like that, right? That's a good thing, because with more bloat comes more decisions to make, which comes slowing down our gameplay, trying to figure out what is, you know, the most expensive, the most profitable way to make currency and everything like that, and kind of, I think this really does need to be balanced, and so that's a good thing as well. Now, the second pro is, look, actually, this is kind of a pro and a con. We're already switching into cons. One big thing is Hateforge, the new gloves, which are kind of a Headhunter-esque chase item in this league. This is probably meaning that Hateforge will not be able to be obtained in the next league. Now, what does that really mean? That means that there is one less chase item. There were kind of two chase items, Headhunter and Hateforge this league, and now we're back to just Headhunter. There's a really interesting thing going on with chase items where Chris is kind of wanting to defend chase items or defend Headhunter and be like, don't change this, don't change it all, we want that in the game. And then when anything else crops up that's as powerful as Headhunter or is as much of a chase item as Headhunter, it is kind of removed. There's a little bit of contradictory behavior going on there. Now, I didn't play around with Hateforge. It's a really, really cool item, and I think, honestly, for as rare as it is and as expensive as it is, I think it really just suits being in the game because it's a really interesting way to create really fun builds. The problem I have with Hateforge is a boss-killing chase item, whereas Headhunter is a map-clearing chase item, and I think there actually is a difference there, right? I think a map-clearing chase item makes more sense to be in the game because you're not tackling the highest of the highest content in the game and trivializing things like Maven or something like that, whereas Hateforge can very much do that. Now, I know a lot of other builds can do that as well with the same amount of currency invested as just purchasing a Hateforge, but I think that might be where some of the balance is coming from GGG's perspective. I'm not sure if they're treating this Ultimatum not going core. I'm not sure if they're compensating with Hateforge or taking Hateforge into account, but it is actually not going in, which is really, really interesting. And I guess the last little thing as well, the con is a lot of people are probably going to be arguing, well, Ritual's not as good as Ultimatum, but Ritual went core and then Ultimatum's not core, right? And, you know, there's some good or bad things about this. Unfortunately, Ritual was the first league, the first of the Circle Leagues, and then Ultimatum was the second Circle League, right? So it makes sense that they kind of added the first one, they made a new Circle League, and they're like, we can't really add 2 Circle Leagues core, right? I guess we just won't add the we're not going to take away the one we already added core, let's just not add Ultimatum core, right? And I guess that's, you know, a reactionary way of going about it, but potentially there could be more thought into this. So please let me know in the comments below whether you like Ritual or Ultimatum more. I think I've got more of a general sense that people enjoy Ultimatum more than Ritual, but I really want to know, like, let me know. I might even do another, like, YouTube poll or something like that, of whether people enjoyed the Ritual League or the Ultimatum League mechanic more, just to really see what you guys think. Personally, I enjoyed Ultimatum more. Mainly just because it was just a lot of mobs, and just the Trial Master was really, really cool as well. That's all I really have to say on the matter. As I said, you know, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this kind of content. We'll be back to Standing Badger very soon, but this one's just being done live on stream, so I thought, you know, I'd stay in my chair and do a quick little video for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Badger is out.